The fuck is up? See, man, Brandon Carter. Sorry I'm a little late, man. I want to apologize for that. I wish I had a good excuse, but I don't. So I'm sorry. That's all I can say is I'm sorry. You know, sometimes you fuck up. Here's the thing about life, man. Sometimes you're just gonna fuck up. You know, sometimes you're just gonna fuck up. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fall down. You're gonna fail. But it's not about how many times you fail, man. It's about how many times you get back. You get the fuck back up, man. You gonna fall. Don't even worry about it. It's guaranteed. But you got to get the fuck back up, man. You got to get up every time. And that, and don't make excuses. If you fuck up, like I fucked up just now, just be like, hey, just be like, hey, I fucked up, man. What can I do to make this better? Everybody say what up to George. He's been waiting for this Q&A. Follow George on Instagram at MeowMixPoppy. You know what it is. Yo, just real quick, man. I want to thank all of y'all. I just got over today. My YouTube page went over 30 million views. 30 million total views. You know what I'm talking about? 30 million. Some real shit, man. Like a lot of people ask me. A lot of people I know they want to start doing YouTube. And I get the feeling they want to do it because they think it's like some easy shit to do. It's not fucking easy. I do it because it's fun, but it's not easy to keep fucking turning out material, edit hours of filming and editing. You know what I'm saying? Here, go up here, fam. Hours of filming and editing. It's a lot of fucking work, man. So, but I'm glad y'all been watching this shit, and I appreciate it. Anyway, man, let's get into this motherfucking Q&A, man. What y'all want to know? Oh, all right. Sorry, I'm just looking for a good question to start this shit off right. I'm gonna go back, see what y'all was talking about, man, before I came on this bitch. It's just all comments. How do you bulk and cut? That's like, yo, I mean, like that's too big of a question. All right, here we go. I mean, in simplest terms, you know, you bulk, you consume more calories than you burn. You can have your body in a caloric surplus when you bulk. And when you cut, you have your body. You make sure you're in a caloric deficit. You're burning more calories than you consume. I mean, in layman's terms, that's it. That's all you need to know. I'm sure you want more detail, and for that you should check the link. You know what I'm saying? Ultimate Mass got a link. It's dope. Somebody said nice shirt. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Drink killer. Top speed, man. I kill this shit. What's your opinion on fruits when bulking or cutting? P.S. Your inspiration. Thanks, man. Appreciate. Hey, you inspire me, brother. You inspire me, man. Because you know why? Because you out here trying to accomplish your goals, trying to learn, trying to expand your mind, increase your intelligence. You know what I'm saying? You inspire me, brother. Anyway, fuck was the question? Right. I stay away from fruits when I'm cutting. I stay away from fruits, all carbohydrates, except post-resistance training when I'm cutting, right? Because you want to keep your insulin levels low when you're cutting. That's imperative when you're cutting, because when your insulin levels are spiked, your body will not use fat as fuel. And fat, the reason we have fat reason mammals develop fat storing mechanism. It was in order so we have energy. So we have energy to survive during times of famine, right? So, or caloric scarcity, right? So when you put yourself in a surplus, your body should use the fat that is stored, right? That's the purpose of it. You use that fat for energy during a caloric deficit. I mean, and but if your insulin levels are spiked, it will not do that. Your body, it's just not. You want to learn more about that? insulin. There's a great book called Why We Are Fat. You should check that shit out. I'm skipping class to watch this. All right. And you got to learn everything you need to know right now. Hey man, this is class. Class is in session. Do you still eat the protein waffle? Man, I haven't been doing a lot of cooking lately, man. Honestly. Someone asked, how's my day been? Hey man, yeah, that's good. Thank you. Thank you for caring. It's been all right, man. It's been all right. Where do I think my African roots are from? I have no clue. I have no clue. Where'd you pull that shirt from, man? My girl got it for me. She was like, yo, like, she said, hey, I seen this shirt, it said Dream Killer. Felt like it felt like it spoke to you. It made me think of you. You know, I think you should wear this. I was like, yeah, it is a good shirt for a motherfucker like me. Who inspires you most, my nigga? I saw maybe a little over a year ago. I was at this. I was managing my friend's restaurant part time, like during on the weekends. I was the weekend manager at his restaurant. He had just gotten started, and I wanted to, you know, he needed some help. He needs people he trust in leadership positions. So I offered my services the first year, and then it was one day, this kid came in. He couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. He was very young, and he had glasses. He didn't talk. He didn't talk. I think he didn't talk. He didn't speak English. I don't know if he was I don't think he was a mute. He just didn't speak English, right? Because he was from a foreign land, right? This white kid, glasses, but he was in a wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair, man. This kid he couldn't walk. He couldn't use his legs. And then, but anyway, we started. I started a little friendship with this little mute handicapped kid, and we started playing this game where we were like going around the restaurant, fucking looking for each other, some dumb shit you do with kids, you know. But he started smiling, he was enjoying life, and I was just like, fuck, man, if this goddamn kid with no legs can enjoy life, man, and laugh and enjoy the moment and be positive, then maybe I shouldn't get so mad if I missed the fucking F train, you know. Maybe I shouldn't get so mad. Maybe I shouldn't get upset if someone calls me a dumb nigger on a YouTube comment. You know, maybe that's not such a big deal, right? This kid can't even use his limbs. You know, I wasn't able to follow up with the kid. I know he was in United States for a operation, right? He was from like somewhere in Europe, and he was in the United States for operation to get hopefully they were gonna fix his legs, you know, fix his nervous system so he could use his legs. I don't know what came with it, but hopefully. But that really, real talk, that shit inspired me, man. Like that's some shit I remember. I think about like when I'm feeling down or I'm depressed about something. I remember the kid in the wheelchair who was happy about life, you know, fortunate for the opportunity to come to America and get an operation, you know. That shit inspired me. Are you full black or mixed race? No, man, I'm 100% black. Can't you tell? 100%. Son. Nah, man. Here's the thing about African Americans in America. Almost none of us are full black, right? Because you know, one thing about racists, their dicks aren't racist. Like Donald Sterling, he didn't like black people unless they were fucking making him money or sucking his dick. Like his dick and his wallet weren't racist. His dick and his wallet were very progressive as far as race relations were concerned. So a lot of the fucking slave masters used to fuck the fucking slave women, and then they have like mixed babies. You know, there's a lot of that going on. My great grandmother, my grandma, she's alive. Her mom was a fucking slave, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she's light as me. She was light as me. Her mom was a slave. Like it's not. Can you imagine? My grandma's mom was a slave. Not the whole time of her life, but initially. Fuck was the question? Oh yeah, and my dad, I don't know, we don't know. He looked like me. He had brown curly hair, like my hair back when I had it, it was curly, and he was bald too. So he had like the George Jefferson male pattern baldness, but it was curly. And he looked some kind of Spanish. He looked like he's Spanish. Like we don't know. He's an orphan. People ask me, do I want to get it checked? I'm like, nah, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't get. Here's the thing. I'm a motherfucking human, bro. I know what race I am. Human. We're all one, brother. We don't need. Let's look here. We need to stop trying to find ways that we're different, and try to find ways that we're the same. Look here. Humans' DNA is about is over 90% the same as the DNA of a chimpanzee. For real. Human DNA is over 90% the same as the DNA of a chimpanzee. Can you imagine how much alike we are to each other if we're that close to the goddamn monkeys? Anyway, how do you keep from busting nuts after you bust your first one? I don't know if I ate the question. That second nut, man, that should be harder to come by. Shorter men have advantages in bodybuilding. I wouldn't go that far. I think when your limbs are smaller, the muscles kind of look bigger, like the proportions look bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like so like a short guy in pictures might look swole as fuck, you know, like more swole than maybe others, right? But they have a more advantage in powerlifting, right? Because if your limbs are smaller, then you don't have to actually push the weight as far, right? You know what I'm saying? There's a smaller distance. You know, so there's advantages. You know, listen, here's the thing about life. Life is like poker, man. Whatever hand you dealt, you got to play that hand, man. You can have what's considered a bad hand and still win if you playing it right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says, y'all came, BBC, you inspire me because you read, work out, and you're not just a muscular stupid or smart and skinny. Anyway, what do I appreciate that? What do you think about juicing and being a vegan? I mean, I'm not down. I mean, like, if you want to be a vegan, go for it. You know, that's a personal thing. That's not something that that's not something I would adhere to. I have a friend who's vegan. This girl, she's a yoga teacher. She's trying to lose weight, and like it's just more difficult when you're a vegan or even a vegetarian. It's just a little bit more difficult. You got to be a lot more careful because you can't eat. Your protein is different. There's a lot of reasons. I don't want to go into it all, but it's just, I mean, it can be done. You know, I know everybody's saying, bring Madrano. He's the only fucking swole vegan I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if a population of one is big enough. One person is a big enough sample size to make a fair assessment on the protocol as a whole. But he shows that it can be done. So I don't know. It's not for me though. You know, I'm a carnivore. You still doing intermittent fasting? Yeah, man. In fact, I'm cutting right now, so my feeding window's a little smaller right now. I just ate. I know, no bullshit. That's what took me so long to get here. Like I was shoving this food down my mouth. Pause. And then I was also watching ESPN. And you ever seen that show? What's that show with the fucking? They're in Florida, and it's the guy with his old dad. His old dad is funny as fuck. He was making me laugh, and that shit fucked me up. That was my fault, though. It was my fault. Pacquiao versus Floyd. Wait a minute. Come on, man. You know it's Floyd. You know I would never bet against Floyd. I seen Pacquiao get knocked out. I ain't never seen nothing like that happen to Floyd, man. I don't even think it's gonna be close. I don't even think it's gonna be close. But I can't wait. How can I build mass with body weight exercises? That's probably gonna get asked about 30 times during these 2 hours that I'm with you. And like, yeah, I mean, you can do it, but why? I mean, why? Why would you deliberately place these kind of limitations on yourself? Like, I'm only gonna do body weight. Like why? Like, I wouldn't just do weight either. Like, why would you do that? You know, it's like, body weight exercise is just not the optimal way. If size is your goal, then you should, like, bodybuilding, traditional bodybuilding is the most direct route to your goal. Like, if size is your goal, why would you choose a more ineffective way? Why would you choose I mean, you can do it, it's just gonna take longer, right? Because you can't manipulate the resistance. If your size is your goal, nothing is better than barbells. Nothing ain't never been better than barbells. I mean, but to answer your question, if I was you, I'd invest in the TRX or suspension training or some sort of gymnastic rings or something. Like my shit, I got gymnastic rings set up to my pull-up bar, and I have a different suspension trainer, the human trainer. So I gotta get into all that when I'm here, and that's kind of cool. Like if you saw my thing, I posted a video the other day on how to get bigger arms with using suspension training, or it was TRX in the gym, and that's a good method. That's probably me second, right? If I wasn't gonna use some barbells and dumbbells, but I mean, if size is really your goal, then it's just not, body weight shit is just not optimal. Like you can fit a square peg in a round hole, but why not just get a fucking round peg for the round hole? You know what I'm saying? It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I don't know why I would say that. Anyway, you know, so I was just joking. I was just joking, man. I got, you know, I'm down with equality, bro. I don't give a fuck what you do. What was the fucking question? Okay. Have I been to Africa? Nah, man. Nah, I haven't been yet. How's business side of your life going? Yo, it's going well, man. It's going well. I got some new shit on the horizon. I can't even tell you. I can't even. It's like, you know, because law 3, the 48 laws of power. Keep your conceal your intentions. So there's some shit I want to share with y'all that's happening, but it's gonna be better if you just see it. It's always better if you just see it. That's another thing. Don't tell, like right here. I read this a long time ago when I was a kid, but I rebought it. The autobiography of Malcolm X. You reading what race you are, you know, like, or religion is still. This is just a good book on just manhood, man. The way he talks about, like, you know who else? You ever read the guy who read I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell? The author of that book, white guy. He said this is his favorite book, you know, just because about manhood. But anyway, somewhere in that book, I can't remember where. I read it when I was in high school, and he said, listen, don't tell people your fucking plans, man. Whatever you got going on, don't tell people your plans, because one, is more impressive if it just happens and it looks effortless, right? That's law 30 of the 48 laws of power. Make your accomplishments seem effortless, right? And then what if you change your mind? If you change your mind, then you could look like one of these assholes who's always saying, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Look here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. And then they never, that shit never comes to fruition. You don't wanna be that fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? And or if you fail, then people laughing at you. You look like a failure. Now, if you don't tell nobody you trying to do something and you fail, you can fail under the radar, because you're gonna fail a lot in life. That's just kind of how it goes. What books are you reading now? I posted them on Instagram. I posted, like today. If you check my Instagram, I posted the link. I posted all the books I was reading for this month. My reading list for this month. I think here's the picture. George made it into the picture. It's fucking that there glare. So it's I'm reading Start With Why, the book called E-Launch, a book called Uncommon Grounds, the history of, you know what, I'll just get the fucking books. Hold up. So I read about 2 books per week. That is the goal every week. Start With Why. It's a book on leadership. The E-Launch, or the Launch. So it's a business book, internet marketing. I don't know if any of these books are good. I'm not recommending them. I'm just, you know, Uncommon Ground, the history of coffee and how it changed the world. I love fucking coffee. It's something y'all might not know about me, or maybe you do. I'm always drinking coffee. Like I just like caffeine. Another book by the same guy on leadership, man. Leaders Eat Last. It's National Poetry Month. National Poetry Month, so I got a Decoded by Jay-Z. Jigga. I got these. This is like a graphic novel, right? These are two, and it's about the march. It's about the March on Washington and the Civil Rights Movement. You know what I'm saying? It's by John Lewis, congressman, and he's a current congressman who's also participated in the march. He's kicked with Martin Luther King, unlabeled by Mark Echo. So that's hopefully I'll get through all those this month. Do I go to church? No. My man Hannibal Buress, my favorite comedian, Hannibal Buress. He's actually from my neighborhood. He grew up in the building a block away from me. He's been around my age, and he was talking to his mom, and he was doing this comedy skit. He was talking to his mom, and he said, "Damn," he's like, "Yo, mom, they tore down the the taco spot and built a church there." And she's like, "Yeah, you need to go to that church." He said, "Nah, man, because that sucks." Because wait, what was it? I forgot the joke. I fucked it up. Damn, it was a funny joke. So, but it's something like, fuck, I fucked it up. I'm sorry, guys. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Can you shout out Atlanta? What up? What up, Atlanta? What do you think about elevation masks? I never tried them. I'm interested. I'm actually interested, but man, I'm interested in trying. Well, maybe I'll get one and do a review. Do you like Apple technology? I am not a fan. I mean, they make. Listen, I like it. It's fact they make great machines, sexy, sleek, beautiful. I think they're really good at what they do, especially from a marketing perspective. How do I know that their marketing is they have the best marketing in the technology business? And I know that because they get you guys to buy to pay twice as much for the same shit. They get you guys to do it. They get you guys to do it. Like I'm a PC mainly because I fucking somebody's calling me. Fuck. I think this might be important. Fuck them. I'm talking to y'all right now. I'm talking to fucking 240 people. I'm not gonna stop talking to talk to one. But fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, they get y'all to pay twice as much for the same shit. Anyway, I built my fucking PC. Like I built PCs, so I was able to spec it out and get it for cheap. I've heard of people doing that with Macs, with Hackintosh, and I like Android shit. I like Android shit just because it's just more customizable. And like I bought this Note 4. The main reason I got the Note 4 was because the battery. Like I can take the battery lasts all day, most of the day, but I keep extra batteries on me, like 2 or 3 extra batteries, so I can just like pop it in, pop the top, pop the battery back in, and I go from 0 to 100 real quick. When you other motherfucker, every Apple guy, everybody I know with an Apple, with an iPhone, is constantly searching for a fucking charger. Now, hopefully they'll fix that one day, because they're good products though. Don't get me wrong, like they fucking kill it. It's just kind of like overpriced yuppie machines, but they're good stuff. They're good stuff. How to how to minimize muscle loss during a cut? You know what? Here's the thing. You're gonna lose a little bit of fat during whenever you cut. I'm sorry, you're gonna lose a little bit of muscle mass when you cut. You mitigate that by keeping your protein high and lifting heavy during the cut. Lift heavy during the cut, and you should read more. Have you read Sam Harris' book on free will? Yeah, I read it, man. That joint is a mind fuck. I don't know. You know what? I just don't. That's one of those things. It is such a mind fuck that I'd rather just not think about it at all. I was better off before I read. Mentally, I was better off before I got those. I read that. Maybe, but that's one of those things. Like maybe once I'm down when I'm older and smarter, I'll be able to grasp that information better. But right now, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not ready. Where I'm at in my in the stage of my development, I'm not ready for this shit. And so, that's kind of where I was at. I read it all, but uh, read Why We Get Fat. Peace. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's a good book. Really good book. Why have you not been asked to sponsor Gymshark? Why haven't you been asked sponsored by Gymshark yet? Like people talk like that shit like you done made it, man. Gymshark sponsor you. You fucking made it. You made it they y'all really like that shit? I mean like the clothes. You guys really like the shit. Be honest. If it wasn't, if it wasn't, if that Gymshark shit was not sponsored by your favorite YouTubers or Instagram celebrities, would you still like it? A lot of you would. A lot of you would. A lot of you guys. I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking you guys. I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. No, they haven't contacted me, and that's fine. That's fine. They got enough. They got enough guys. They got enough guys. They're good. They don't need me. Have you read The Power of Habit? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a good book, bro. Do I got it around somewhere? It's I think. Oh, I'll let Shorty borrow it because she wanted to read it. Do you watch The Walking Dead? Now I don't watch a lot of TV, and I definitely, and if I did, in the TV I do watch is usually never fiction, like fictional stuff. It's more like I like the Daily Show a lot. Uh, what else do I watch? I like Jimmy Fallon. I don't stay up late enough to watch this shit, but like I DVR, I like this shit. I like Shark Tank. Shark Tank is my shit. Um, that's about it. I can't. Sometimes I watch Dives, Diners, and Drives. Got Fieri. Fieri. I'm in the kitchen. I'm a magician. Are you an atheist? Yes. Yeah, man. You must be new here. And that's cool, though. I respect everybody's beliefs, man. I respect everybody's belief, man. You know what? I don't respect everyone's beliefs, but I respect everyone's right to believe whatever they want. I don't want to get that confused. I respect everyone's right to believe whatever they want. If you believe in motherfucking Poseidon, if we get out on a boat and you start talking about Poseidon, I don't think I'm gonna be respecting that belief so much. Or if you like start worship, you tell me I need to go to service with you to worship Apollo or Zeus or Ra, the sun god, then I might not be fucking with you. Like I might, but I respect your right to believe that shit, no matter how ridiculous. Eating sugar-free cookies good? Hey man, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like you just want a tasty treat. You want a tasty treat in your mouth, man. That's I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends. It's still calories though, so it depends on if you're in caloric surplus or deficit. That. And what did they use to make it sweet? Because you sound like you want a tasty treat in your mouth. So how did they make that? How did they take out the sugar and what did they put in it to make it tasty on your tongue? Are you into UFC or boxing? I like boxing, and I like UFC. Like I, when they start grappling, man, I just can't fuck with it. That's when it gets boring, man. It's boring. I mean, I know that shit's difficult, man, but I just don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it when they're fucking just standing still or struggling. I know it's difficult, because I've done some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but tips on getting big on Instagram as a fitness model. Here's the thing: a lot of people do the shout for shout shit. shout out for shout out shit. And that shit works. It's effective. But I much rather shoot myself in the face than start and shout. It's just for me. For me, when I see it, it looks fucking desperate and and a bit idiotic. It reeks of thirst. Like you just thirsty as hell. You doing any you know, how do I get some fans? I need some subscribe. I need come on, please follow me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. You know, and having that said, I have friends, like legit friends who do that, you know, and it's effective. It works, you know, it works, you know. I mean, but just because something works doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, you know. Like, I mean, fucking slavery worked, you know, it worked. It was efficient and effective for what the job is, but that didn't mean it was that didn't mean it was the right thing to do, you know. Heroin works. That shit gets the job done, but that doesn't mean that it's, you know, that you should do it. I don't know. Oh, but you want tips? I don't know. You want legitimate tips? You know, as a fitness, you just got to be in good fucking shape, man. Like the guys or the girls, they're not doing like extra cool shit. They're just fucking taking pictures of their fucking hot bodies, and you know, people like it. And here's the thing about social media, YouTube, all this shit. You want to get popular on this shit? All you gotta do, post shit that people like. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Post. There's no fucking tricks. You don't need no secrets. You don't need to read no books. Any book that says anything more than this is full of shit. All you gotta do is post shit that people like. Why are you guys watching this YouTube? Because I post shit, hopefully, that you guys like, you know. Post shit that people like frequently. That's all you gotta do, man. It's fucking easy. But it's not easy to be able to post shit that people like. I got a friend. He has a Instagram page. It's not his person. He has like all he does is post like inspirational memes, and he's posted like thousands of them, you know, over the last year. And he's got over 300,000 subscribers, or I mean, like followers on YouTube. All he does, no shout for shout, nobody. All he does is post shit that people like. That's all you gotta do, man. What kind of computer do you use to edit videos? I built my computer. I built my fucking the computer, man. AMD processor. You know what I'm saying? 8-core, octo-core, 32 gigs of RAM, and I forget the kind of video card I got. Somebody gave it to me, but it's a pretty good card. Like here's the thing, you can't really go into like this, like if you're editing like videos constantly, like you can't really get like consumer grade shit. If you're editing HD videos, like as much as I do, I got 40 videos up, you can't get like consumer grade shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you need like semi-pro grade or at least enthusiast grade shit. You know, you can't get consumer. You can't just go on Best Buy and buy it. I've done it. I mean, I bought a computer off my other laptop was off Dell, and I just filled it with I just maxed out the RAM, but it was still stutter editing videos. You know, like you can't use consumer grade shit when you're doing shit at this when you get to a certain level. Yo, you keeping up with Ty? I haven't talked to Ty personally. His team email me every once in a while. I keep through his team, you know. Why are you bald? Look, the same reason every man in my family's bald, but male pattern baldness. You know, like the coolest motherfuckers are bald, man. The Rock, Jordan, Pac, Gandhi, Buddha, Young Jeezy. All the coolest motherfuckers are bald, man. The nigga from Key and Peele, Jeff Bezos, Seth Godin, fucking bosses. How the dude from House Stella got a groove back. Boris Cujo, Bruce Willis. I can go on all day, man, but these cool ass bald motherfuckers, man. We killing this shit. How to fix much? I think you asked this last week, man. Muscular imbalance on the legs. I don't know, bro. That's not really anything I've ever Somebody, the first time I ever heard that was the last week when we did the Q&A. It might have been you too. If I were you, I mean, just in general, muscular imbalance are cured by working out with dumbbells almost exclusively. Because when you use barbells, the weak side might compensate. I mean, the strong side might compensate for the weak side. Dumbbells kind of takes that out of the equation. It's more difficult with legs. Excuse me. What you can do is like do a lot of lunges and shit. This is not a problem. Like, what do you got, like a big quad? Like, I kind of just don't get it. Like, you got like a big ass quad, like one big ass quad. Is that what you're saying? I need more information. I'm sorry. Coolest rapper right now. Everybody likes that Kendrick Lamar, man. Like that shit. I ain't get a whole thing a fair shake, man. I ain't give it a fair shot. That shit wasn't, for whatever reason, that shit wasn't resonating with me. Maybe I'm just old, man. I might just be old. That's I might just be old and I don't understand what you whippersnappers are on, that could certainly be the case. I mean, I like Kendrick Lamar. I don't love him like everyone else does. I like J. Cole, but he's just too emo, man. Like, I just feel like he's about to cry on. Like I feel like he be shedding tears when he write his rhymes, man. He's just crying all the time, man. And that's not something I can really. I can't relate to that. Like, I've cried before, in my life. Maybe like I think Clinton was in office last time. I cried. But I just can't relate to that. It's just always so melancholy. Like, you just got so much like teenage angst. Like, I feel like maybe if I was a tween or something, I can like. I mean, he's a good rapper and a good producer. I'm the only nigga who thought that Macklemore deserved that Grammy. Right? I was like, yeah, this is the fucking best album. Like, every song he was rapping about something besides just how cool he is and how much money and bitches he got. Every song had a topic, and it was like he was actually like spitting, like, Big Sean is dope. I like Big Sean. Like, I actually feel like he's underrated, man. Like, Big Sean is dope. I like Jeezy, man. I like Jeezy only because I'm cut from that same cloth. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the shit he rap about, I got those. I actually had those experiences, so like I can relate to that shit a lot better than J. Cole crying about being middle class or so, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't say I don't understand Kendrick because I ain't from Cali. Like, I fucks with more than Kendrick. Schoolboy Q. That's my dog. Like, I fuck with Schoolboy more than Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should be getting more props than Kendrick. I just don't get that shit. I mean, maybe because I'm not from Cali, right? But I feel like Schoolboy is fucking killing it. That's that real shit. I don't know, man. Enough about fucking this hippity hop. Brandon, yo, I'm studying technology in high school, Sweden. What up, Swedes? Only because I get a lot of options. However, I haven't found my passion. Any advice, man? How to find your passion? Listen, man, I can't tell you how to find your passion. Here's the thing. People know what they fucking passionate about. They just usually not brave enough to go after it. That's usually what it is, man. And if they go after it, like half-assed. Like they got one foot in and one foot out. But you got to be all in, man. You got to be all in, 100%. Burn the fucking. Like when I got signed to Sony, man. Like, as a rapper, like I wasn't half-assed in that shit. Like, I stayed in college because college just gave me a lot of like. It helped. College helped me get signed because I got in good with the people at the Howard University. So when other artists came to Howard, I was able to open for them and shit on campus or other places. You know what I'm saying? So like, and the network. So it actually was an advantage. That's the main reason I stayed in college, right? And then I went fucking all out. Most people know what they want to do and they know what they're into. It's either one, they don't think they can make money off it, they don't think they can make enough money off it, or they're scared to go after it with the ferocity that it requires. You know what the fuck you're into. You know what kind of shit you like. It's either you gotta find a way to make money off of it, or and or be willing to do what it takes to make money. Like go after that shit 100%. You know. Somebody says, "Fuck me, I'm late." Nah, brother. Yeah, here's the thing, man. You here now, man. Make the most of it. Can you explain carb cycling and what do you think is good for fat? And do you think it's good for fat loss and muscle? I think I have a video on carb cycling. Basically, it's just you don't eat carbs when you don't eat carbs on days you don't work out. That's it. That's I mean, like that's in layman's terms. That's the basic of it. The days you don't work out, you not digest hard carbohydrates because you don't need it. I have a video on. You should check that video on. I mean, I do that. I do that. You know, like unless I'm bulking. If I'm bulking, then whatever. I'm going ham. But like on days, when I'm cutting, days I don't do resistance training, I don't eat. I mean that shit. Any ideas or good books for a 16-year-old who's looking to get into internet marketing, like a guide to the basic shit? No, marketing, not internet marketing. Let me think, man. Marketing is like real cerebral, you know, like as far as it has a lot to do with psychology. Influence. There's a book called Influence I've recommended before. It's a good book. Anything by David Ogilvy. I might be saying his name wrong. It's good. Seth Godin has some. You know, read some books by Seth Godin. The Purple Cow's good. Free Prize is good. There's one book called All Marketers Are Liars. Seth Godin, he's that dude. I just read another book by him called Tribes. It's really good, but it's not about marketing. It's just about leadership and shit. Good book. Biggie or Jay? I'm not a big Biggie fan. Jay's my favorite rapper, man. Jay's my. I mean, living rapper. Pac is my favorite rapper, but Jay's my motherfucking dog. Are you a sneakerhead? Nah. All I wear is like I'm not just saying. I mean, they gave me money. Yeah, they did sponsor. This as nature intended. It's all I wear. Like these joints. Like these are the slip rolls ones. Then they have some weightlifting ones. That's all I wear. That in motherfucking Timberland boots. You know, even in summer I got a bunch of fucking Timbs. And that's all I. I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't give a fuck about fucking clothes or how I look or my appearance in general. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't go shopping. All the shit I wear is like shit that my girl bought me or shit that companies send to me. You know, I don't give a fuck about how I look. All I care about is coming up, man. Success, progress. People keep asking me to read their religious books, and yo, listen here, man. I said before, I don't read fiction. I don't read fiction, guys. You know what I'm saying? But I respect your right to believe whatever you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? Someone said Usher or Tank. Usher, man, he was like US. I don't think Tank can dance. I don't think Tank can dance. You know what I'm saying? Does low carbs make you stupid? I guess you'll be the judge because I'm cutting right now. I guess you guys can tell me if it's making me a moron. I'm gonna say no, but I might be wrong. You know. How many grams of protein do you eat a day? I don't fucking keep track of that shit like that. I do use the portion size method. I don't know how many grams I be getting, man. You know what I'm saying? How to become a sponsored model or athlete? Just get popular. Motherfuckers would be, yo, man, motherfuckers would be coming at you with the fucking bullshit, man. Motherfucking bullshit. I done got there's so much bullshit laying around here that people try to get me to fucking endorse for them. It's like I just don't. I just like I gotta fucking. I'm not thirsty like that for money, man. So like I don't just I'll be like, nah, man, keep that shit. You know, like I gotta fuck with your shit. You know, the as nature intended shoes. The links in the description. But they're really dope. They're really, I mean, they're not just fucking special. They're just fucking like they're like Converse, like Chuck Taylors. Those, you know, Chuck Taylors are great to live in, right? Well, except they're firmer because Chuck Taylors are all flimsy and shit, and these are like firmer. You know what I'm saying? So T-Rex, that's my shit. Um, but I be getting like I don't want to shit on too company. But you ever see like these chicks on Instagram and they're like these fucking detox teas and shit, you know what I'm saying? Those same companies, I can fucking pull up some fucking shit right now. These motherfuckers trying to pay me. We'll give you $500 for a one Instagram post, and it's something we can do later. You know what I'm saying? If I started endorsing these motherfucking skinny detox teas for weight loss, and the whole fucking premise of their product is bullshit because your fucking kidneys and your liver are responsible for detoxification in the body, and it's not the whole. I mean, detox in general is kind of bullshit, but that's another fucking concept. You know, like your kidneys and your organs are responsible for that mechanism, and they do a fine job without some motherfucking skinny detox teas. You know what I'm saying? So like, but you know, whatever. If they know if they get motherfuckers who are popular or people who trust. See, I heard another YouTuber. I'm not gonna shit on him because I actually like him as a person and as a YouTuber. I'm subscribed to his shit. But he was saying, listen, man, I'm just an opportunist, man. Whatever, I just do anything. You know what I'm saying? Whatever come my way, I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna jump on it. And I understood where he's coming from, but like just and I'm not shitting on him. Like he's I like him as a person, as a YouTuber. But just me personally, my stance is you guys fucking trust me, man. And I don't want to betray that trust just for some motherfucking money, right? Just for some the fact that you trust and listen to me is important. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's about I care more about the impact, right? Like some little motherfucking $500. It's nothing, man. I'll fucking blow more than that on bullshit this week. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, my camera costs more than $500. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't nothing, man. I wipe my ass with your $500. I'm not gonna betray the trust of my motherfucking base just to say, just for me to pose with my shirt off with some goddamn skinny tee. I gotta fuck with the product, basically. I gotta fuck with the product. Like NXT, the store NXT. I mean, Factory is actually my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and before we even had a relationship where I was like sponsored him, I was shouting out NXT just because he's my man. And I was going there. I was like going. It's on my way to the gym. I live in Forest Hills on Austin Street, Queens. I gotta walk past every day going to the gym. I was going to that bitch every day, man, just fucking kicking it. So like, it was just a natural thing. You gotta like. Don't be worried about getting sponsored, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these motherfuckers just, I don't know. How many freestanding push-ups can you do? And advice for me to get more reps. I mean, you just practice, man. Like my record is 10. My personal record is 8. Is 8. My PR is 8. How you do more? You just practice, man. It's more of a skill than it is like strength. You know what I'm saying? Do you get a bloated stomach after eating a big meal? I don't know. Bruh, I think I answered your question about the legs, man, balancing the legs, brother. How do I avoid negativity and distractions when studying? You need to go somewhere alone. You need to isolate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Turn off and turn off. Like the most important thing, man. When I'm like really working, airplane mode. I put my fucking phone on airplane mode, and that shit. Can't nobody get in contact with me, and I'll fucking answer your shit when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Someone asked, do protein shakes spike insulin levels? Yeah, whey protein does. I heard casein doesn't. I didn't know that initially. That's something I kind of like the hard way. Favorite Jay-Z song? Um, I don't know. Views on how human began. I mean, that shit is like that's pretty been solved, man. You know what I'm saying? Evolution. You know what I'm saying? Like it's called the theory of evolution, but you guys understand that theory is not used in scientific terms the same way that me and you say, like we use it in our vernacular. When a theory in scientific terms is based on when you have a series of facts that line up, those facts together are called a theory. Like anybody who thinks differently is delusional. Tips on reading without getting bored. Read shit you're interested in. You know what I'm saying? Read shit that you want to know about. I like shit that you guys might think is boring. Do you drink water on cheat days? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just like I'm just so I'm so used to drinking water. It's like I don't know anything else. How do I deal with underskin water after cheating? It's not something. Don't worry about it. Do I eat cinnamon? I don't go out of my way to eat cinnamon, nor do I avoid it. What's your viewpoint and methods on influence people? Do you think it's a secret weapon or tool? Yeah, man. I mean, like, listen, you gotta read. My favorite book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And yeah, it's definitely like it's not useful. It's vital. It's imperative. It's if these are skills that you don't have, then you're at a strategic disadvantage in every situation you find yourself in, whether it's relationships, friendship, business. Yeah, it's not. I mean, look here. Stretch marks. Crisis. I'm 17. Need help. I don't know how to do it. Like I get stretch marks and they go away. Like I get stretch marks on my arms and they just go away after a while. My girl, she said she puts cocoa butter helps her. I don't know. Black women think cocoa butter fixes everything, so who knows? What's your favorite Pac album? Machiavelli. Machiavelli. That's my shit. Options on cereal. Yeah, it's like you know what? If you like put candy in milk, you'd have most cereals. That's what most cereals would be. Like you might as well just eat Jolly Ranchers. You know what I'm saying? Like most of that shit has so much sugar in it. And then it's like all carbohydrates, it's all processed carbohydrates. Like the very definition, it's like it's a bullshit. It's a bullshit food. Leave that shit alone. Favorite cheat meal? Pizza, burger. I like good burgers. Somebody says, yo, hello BBC. You inspire me to read much more and read real in quotes books. I would like to ask if you believe an injury can be healed with mental strength. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the mind is we've yet to understand exactly how powerful the mind is, but all that motherfucking new age. I mean, unless you fucking Professor Xavier, you probably just gonna have to like let your injury just heal. The human body's good at healing itself. Whether you think about it or not. You break your arm, they put it in. They don't. The doctor doesn't fix your broken arm. He puts it in a cast, and then your body heals itself. You know what I'm saying? How would BBC? How would you? Uh, how would you describe yourself? In one word, I'd say pimperish. Real pimperish. No, really, in reality, I'm very hard on myself, man. I'm like pause. I really Like most people look at me like, oh, you're so disciplined. You're so holy. How you stay so disciplined? I mean, like, I'm not disciplined enough, man. Like, I feel like I'm falling short. I need to be better. I need to be improved. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm half as good as I could be, and I hate myself for it. Big Brandon Carter, please answer all caps. Ah, how big did you get from squats every day? Ah. I did a video on it, man. I did an update. I had to buy all new jeans, bruh. All new jeans. Like my jeans would not fit. I was wearing a pair of jeans and I was looking like motherfucking Ricky Martin in them shits. I had to buy all new jeans. Shit worked. Worked better than I wanted it to actually. Tips on vegan bodybuilding. Can you make it in day? I can't make it. I'm not the right person to talk. I'm a straight up carnivore, man. I'm a straight up carnivore. I don't even like my meat to be cooked all the way. I like a little bit of blood in it, so I knew it. So I know it. You know what I'm saying? I know it was alive. I know it was an animal. I know it. I know. I want to know that it had a mom and a face. All right. I did not. My ancestors did not rise to the fucking top of the food chain to eat quinoa all day. That's just that's how I go. If you want to be vegan, that's all good. That's all good. You're gonna have to get a lot of protein from a lot of different sources because the amino acids in vegetable protein are inferior. The amino acid profile is not as complete as an animal protein. So, but that's okay. You can get around that by getting your protein from a variety of different sources. So, get hemp protein, beans, motherfucking pea protein, fucking stay away from soy. Stay away from soy. It fucking lowers estrogen level. It raises estrogen levels. And just you're gonna have to get your protein from a variety of different sources. It's gonna be more difficult, but it can be done. You're just gonna have to be very diligent. Please answer. All caps. What do I think about ZYZZ? I do not know who this person is. You guys keep asking. I get this shit all the time. I should probably look this motherfucker up. I do not know who this person is. I'm sorry. How did you get interested in reading books? I started reading. I just, you know what, man? I read Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. Waking the Giant Within, man. It just impacted me. Then I just started reading more books, and I just realized that I was getting such a fucking. They were changing my outlook, and I was like learning stuff that I just wasn't. That this average person who wasn't reading, they weren't getting this information, you know, because it's not type of shit you're gonna get in school or whatever. And then I was like, you know, I read books on bodybuilding, I read books on finance, I read books on business, I read books on personal development, and they just made me a better person. Everything I am and have accomplished has come from the books I've read. And I know that's not hyperbole. Like I mean that. Like if I hadn't read those books, I would not be where I am today. I'd probably be working some dumbass job that I hate, like everyone else. And yeah, I mean, whatever you do what you got to do to survive. You know, like I'm not like Dame Dash was saying that you can't having a job's not respectable. That's bullshit. You know, like you do whatever you got to do to survive, man. But like this put me on a different path. The books put me on a different path and different trajectory, and I'm just so grateful to my younger self for having found the material when I was small, and keep reading, man. Just man, it's just helped me more. It's more than anything. It's helped me more than anything else in my life. You know. Why'd you stop carb backloading? I started working out twice a day. So like carb backloading, that protocol, you actually you work out once a day around 6 o'clock, you know, and then you start eating your carbs past then. But I eat carbs after I fucking or after resistance training. So because I resistance training twice a day now, I need like how to eat carbs before 6. You know, that's just me. Are you really a dream killer? Yeah. Let me tell you what I mean. When I say it, it's like, yo, listen, a lot of people say, yeah, man, I'm going after my dreams, man. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Not me, man. I don't follow him. I hunt him down, grab it by his fucking throat, throw it on the ground, and fucking rip its head off, punt it 100 yards down the field. Shit down the dream's neck. Top speed, motherfucker. I don't follow my dream. I hunt it down and kill it. Rip his fucking jugular vein out with my teeth. I go for mine. Top speed. Woo! I ain't fucking around. Don't follow your dreams. Nah, nigga. Hunt that shit down. Hunt it down. Go for it. Ah! LeBron or Jordan? Jordan. But LeBron is my fucking dog, man. I love you. People hate on LeBron. People don't like him. But like I just think here's the thing about LeBron. This is why I like LeBron so much. If I had that success, this is why. It's not so much what he does on the field, but it's how he carried himself, man. If I was that successful and had that much money at 18 years old, I would have killed myself. Like not intentionally, but I would have done something to cause my death within 6 months. And I'm confident I would have brought down almost everyone in my immediate circle. Like you get that kind of power, you can make what the thing when you get that kind of leverage and power, you can make bigger mistakes, big grand mistakes. Fame, power, money. I would have made some huge mistakes that would have ruined my life if I had that kind of leverage at that age. I just wasn't that kind of. But LeBron is the kind of, he never no scandals with these hoes like Kobe. Jordan on the low, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago, so I know some things y'all might not know. But he's still my man. Jordan's my man. I get it. I like bitches too, man. The fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, and he's just the way he carries. People don't like him because of the decision thing. But you gotta remember, man, like if you ever go back and watch the footage from that decision thing, you remember there's a lot of fucking children. There's like a crowd of children behind him. Why? Because the decision was a charity event that raised millions of dollars for the fucking Boys and Girls Club, man. For poor children in America. And that's why like I really hate when fucking black guys say they hate LeBron because of that. I'm like, yo, who you think he was helping, man? Who's poor in America? Us brown motherfuckers. LeBron is that dude. He married his high school sweetheart. I'd have so many babies. I would have so many babies right now if I had that kind of power, money, and fame from age 18. I would have so many babies. I'd probably be having a baby. I'd probably have a child weekly. Hey Brandon, when you read a book, do you usually read from front to back, or do you pick parts of books like Ty suggested? How I read the book. All right, check me out. First, I talked about this before, but you know, whatever. You ain't watch this. First time I go through it, I read everything but the book. All right, I read the fucking title, the back. I read the back, the blurbs. I might read the forward, or the acknowledgments and shit. Then I read every chapter. I read the table of context. Then I might go on Amazon and read a few book reviews. I want to get a good idea of what the fuck the book's about. Then I go through every chapter in the book and I read the first paragraph and the last paragraph of each chapter. I'm trying to get a better idea what this book's about before I really dive into it. Then I go and I read the first sentence, sometimes the last sentence, but mostly at least the first sentence of every paragraph in the book. And by that time, you might have everything you need to know in the book, right? But then still, then I go through it and I read word for word. That's how I do it, and that's the way I get the most. I'm going through the book more than once, so that's how I retain more information. Bron got mad side chicks. Hey man, he's good at hiding that shit there. Let me suck your dick. Please answer. Not spamming. Not spamming. BBC, let me suck your dick. Please answer. Not spamming. Not spamming. Let me suck your dick. Please. Look here. Look here. It's not really this. Like, I don't know what kind of web. See, you got this shit fucked up, right? You got your whole web thing fucked. This is not that kind of webcam show. Like, you're used to a different kind of. You're clearly used to a different kind of web chat experience. And you can't get that here on YouTube. You got to go to somewhere. You're gonna have to go to some cam girl website to get, or cam guy website to get that kind of experience. It's not here from. And right now we're talking about gains in development. We're talking about gains in development, right? And you know. But good luck to you, man. I hope you do find a dick to suck. I do hope you find a dick to suck. And there's a lot of dick out here, man. There's a lot. Listen, look here. You should never, like, if you're a dick sucker, you should never be in a position where you can't find a dick to suck. Like, it's out here. There's dicks out here. You need to find you one, bro. What's your age, man? I'm 32, man. Trey Deuce. I'm gonna be 33 this year. I have to do the math right quick. I'll be 33 this year. You're saying Ewing. I mean 33 like Ewing, motherfucker. 33 like pimping in September. Have you read Stop Thinking and Start Living by Richard Carlson? Nah, I ain't read that yet. But Richie's cool. I've read somebody when I was a kid. Do you make money from passive income? What's your thought on passive income? Here's the thing. All right, I like the whole idea of passive income, and that's kind of what the thing is, you guys, when you start looking for passive income streams, you're going to be susceptible to a lot of scams. There's a lot out there, pyramid schemes and shit like that, network marketing, all that bullshit. And tell you, yeah, man, all you gotta do is get this downline. These motherfuckers work for you. You can just chill on the beach selling this Anway. You know what I'm saying? Or listen, you can sell this motherfucking acai berry juice. All you need is like 8 motherfuckers in your downline. They gonna get 8 motherfuckers, and then those 8 motherfuckers gonna get 8 motherfuckers, and next thing you know, you gonna be balling. Fat cat. All that shit is bullshit, fam. What I do is I set shit up. I set up shit businesses or money making opportunities that will make money past me working on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm always doing shit for future income, and I don't set up shit that can make money without me having to be there. You know what I'm saying? I try to set, that's what I mean with that. I try to set up businesses or business situations that can make money while I'm not there. And that way I can multiply myself. Because if you're making money, like somebody asked me, why do I think that exchanging time for money is acceptable? I mean, it's cool. You got to do what you got to do to survive. But when you want to get into a situation where you're not exchanging time for money, if you try to get really rich, right? Because you can't scale it, right? There's only so many fucking hours in a day. You want to make more money, and you got to put in more hours. But if you're not making money off your hours, then you can just keep setting up shit that doesn't make money off the hours. Does that make sense? I might not be fucking making any sense to you. Rich dad, poor dad, but there's a lot of different ways you can do that. And what I'm really about doing, man, is investing in businesses now. Like, that's like my next step, like angel investing, because I don't want to fucking run the business anymore. I want to get out of that. I just want to set shit up and be the fucking rich guy throwing around money. Like, that's where I'm trying to be in the next 10 years. I don't want to start a new business. I don't want to be Steve Jobs. I don't want to be fucking, you know what? Like, here's the thing. I want to be a motherfucking tycoon. That's what I want to be. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a motherfucking tycoon. I want to be a businessman. I want to be a fucking tycoon, man. Andrew Carnegie. Motherfucking Cornelius Vanderbilt. Ray Kroc. That's the shit I'm on. You motherfuckers can try to be millionaires if you want. I'm gonna be motherfucking tycoon. And tycoons don't fucking exchange time for money. They set shit up. They set shit up. They're good at setting up shit. What the fuck was the question? I don't remember. What do you think about POG? Yeah, I just like Vince, man. About that, the homie Vince, man. Light skin, like yo, Vince, man. I know motherfuckers be hating on you, man. Us light skinned brothers gotta stick together, Vince. We gotta stick together, Vince. I know light skinned dudes ain't been in style for a long time, Vince. We gotta stick together. I need more Vince videos, is what I'm trying to say. Where'd you get the Dream Killer shirt? My bitch. Did you know it's April Fool's? Yeah, I'm aware of that, man. But I don't play games. When Brandon says, look here, it's about to get real. How'd you get into modeling? Yo, modeling got into me, pause. Like, I just got scouted by agency, man. I was fucking doing other shit. That wasn't even my goal. That's the funny thing about it. Wasn't even my fucking goal. But like, I hated it. Like, here's the thing, man. I'm endorsing. Like, when you're a model, you just paid to fucking show up, take the pictures, make the shit look good or as good as it can look. But like, what if I don't really like the shit? What if I think this shit is whack? You're not paid to have a say, man. You're just a fucking prostitute for the most part. You know, you're a prostitute to these brands. Anybody, what do you call a motherfucker who uses his body, his or her body, sells his or her body by the hour? What do you call, or the day? What do you call that motherfucker? It's two words for it. One is prostitute, the other is model. Rihanna or Nikki. Shout out from Kalamazoo, Michigan. What up, Midwest? What up, Midwest? You know, I'm from the South. I'm from the South Suicide. Chicago. I mean, fucking, is that a real question, man? Rihanna, man, cause her body's more natural, man. Like Nicki Minaj, I mean, she looks like a cartoon, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looks like a cartoon. Like, that's not real. God don't make fucking women like that. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna looks more her body's more natural. Like, that's kind of like so much. I like her so much better. Like yeah, I would smash Nicki Minaj. I mean, I guess, yeah, but it's like, it's not something I'd go out of my way to do. What's the question? Okay. What's a good time to start using protein? I'm assuming you mean powder. Listen, you've been using whey protein since you was a baby, bro. Whey protein is the fucking #1 ingredient in baby formula, most baby food. You've been using that shit. Doesn't matter. You should stop. Should I stop curling if I feel a vein moving in my arm? Yeah, man, you need to see somebody better. That's not normal. How often do you train abs? Like every other day? Brandon, do a cheat day and post it. I've done that, brother. Go to my channel. You can search videos within the channel. Like, you click on somebody's channel, and there's a little fucking magnifying glass button towards the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like towards the middle of the page where it says like about, you know, videos, all that shit. And you can fucking search. I got cheat day videos, bro. Or just search Brandon Carter cheat day. You can put that shit in Google when my video come up. How do I even out arms? Dumbbells. Strictly dumbbells. Thoughts on capitalism? Yeah, man. It's a listen, here, all right. Here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts. Y'all know that, like, a lot of y'all know me. You know, Bill O'Reilly would call me a left-wing liberal loon. And he'd be right. But like, most of my friends are like, I can't hang out with other liberal loons. Like, most of my friends are straight. I got friends in the fucking Tea Party, man. Like, motherfuckers, we shooting guns out in the desert. Them motherfucking Tea Party, man. They be at the rallies. but I fuck with them dudes. Like I like that kind of guy better than I do like the rest of my limousine liberal friends. So having that said, basically I'm saying I can go on both sides of the aisle. Pause. I think capitalism. I don't know what system is better. Like, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's good, but I don't think we know a system that's better. As humans, right? I don't think we've come up with a better system. Not to say, and that's not a compliment to us as a race. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's the best system that we have, but I don't think it's good. Having that said, because this is the system we have, you need to learn to work within the confines of the system. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to like change it anymore. Like I'm not out like so you learn the system, man. Get you some financial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Master the game of money. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to get rich. You know what I'm saying? It's like because this is the system and there's no end in sight. You need to fucking master it. You need to like listen. If you a fucking basketball player and you don't like the rules of the game, it doesn't fucking matter. You got to just play the rules. You gotta play the game. You're gonna play it or not. You don't have to play the game. You can exclude yourself. But because this is the game we're in, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna get mine. Whey protein on kidneys is fine, man. Whey protein is made from milk. There's no studies. There's never been all of human history. There's never been any studies that show that that whey protein or casein protein or any kind of protein would damage the kidneys. That is a fairy tale myth. Do I do intermittent fasting on cheat days? Sometimes. Here's the thing, cheat day. Like I just like my cheat days is not that interesting, right? Because it's just a day I don't think about nutrition. So I might do intermittent fasting. I might not. I just don't think about nutrition. It's my day off mentally. Cash flow quadrant are you in? See what you did there. So I'm an investor, man. I'm an investor and in a business. So I have both, right? But I'm trying to get out of this. Like, all right, I'm starting another business like this year, like another enterprise. But hopefully I'll get into the point where like I'll get it to where like I can hire a CEO and I won't have to be like I'd rather be an owner than a CEO. Here's the thing, that's the thing. Like a CEO is basically a manager. Like you can be a CEO without owning the business, right? Or you can own the business and you can own the business and not be the CEO, not be the guy. It's like because a CEO, like Steve Jobs started Apple, and he was the CEO. He got fired as CEO while he still was one of the owners because he took the company public and there was other people involved, so that there was a board of directors. So he still had ownership in it, but he couldn't run it because he got fired. The owner of Miv Warehouse, he still has a substantial ownership of it, but he got fired as CEO and spokesman. But here's the thing, I don't want to be CEO no fucking more. I just want to be investor because the CEO has to work. Investor can tell the CEO what to do, right? It's like if I own a restaurant, like my boy, he owns a restaurant. When I was managing it, he wasn't there. That's the fucking point of a manager. I was the CEO of the restaurant during that time. He had me to fucking run shit while he wasn't there. He wasn't there. He was doing his fucking thing, doing whatever. And the more situations like that you can set up for yourself, the better. But it's not easy to set that shit up. You gotta know. You still gotta know about business. Does your girl watch your videos? How much does she? I mean, she's not really into like she's seen some of but she's not really like into none of this. She's not into none of this fucking internet shit. Like she doesn't have a fucking Instagram or a fucking. She's barely on her own Facebook. Like almost never. Like she's like she's like an adult. She's like a real adult. Like so George is sleeping behind this thing. So she's like into her like she's more into her career and shit. Do I even lift a little bit? Little bit. Un poquito. Do I do cardio? Yeah, I do hit cardio. Or if you see my furious fat burner videos, like that kind of cardio. How much cardio do you do today? I do like 10 to 20 minutes max, because I do hit cardio. You're not supposed to do hit that much. Show us your bicep. No problem. No problem. This is what 18-inch biceps look like. If I got into a fight with Kimbo Slice, would you have my back? I don't know you. So like if I just saw a stranger, so like to me you're a stranger. So like if I just see Kimbo fighting a stranger, I'll probably just film it. But let's say we were friends and you got into a Kimbo Slice. Here's the thing. Man. Like I ain't really like. I got people depending on me. I got responsibilities, so I can't like risk like getting fucked up, right? So I can fight. I mean, my knuckle game is nice, right? But I'm not trying to fight nobody. I'm gonna motherfucking either try to calm the situation down or I'm gonna kill the motherfucker, right? Like I don't fuck around. Like it's like I'm not risking getting fucked up or dying. Someone else's. I don't get into fights. If I get into anything, it's gonna be a fucking kill. But hopefully I won't have to get into anything. Sometimes, man, you pull shit out. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers back up. Motherfuckers to back up. They like, no, I don't want no. I ain't want to take it there. And I'm like, good, man. Of course not. Now back the fuck up, man. I was trying to be cool. Let's continue affably. So if you was my boy and you was about to fight Kimbo Slice, I would try to make sure that Kimbo didn't want to fight you by doing something crazy. And then we have to like, I'll try to make us not fight. That's what I'm trying to say. I ain't like he's a formidable opponent. He probably whipped my ass, right? Ain't nobody gonna whip my ass for no reason. Like you gonna get your motherfucking, you gonna get fucking killed or something. Oh, guess who's on? What up, baby? Fuck, I'm talking about. You do network marketing. Thoughts on network marketing? Network marketing is motherfucking bullshit, man. Here's the thing: network marketing is for people who don't know how to set up their own business and think that that's a way to have their own. They'll call you, they say, yeah, I got my own business, man. What do you do? Oh, I'm selling Amway. And it's like, nah, that's bullshit. There's a difference between marketing someone else's products. Basically, at best, you're an Amway salesman, right? So there's a difference between that and developing a product or service and bringing it to market. You understand what I'm saying? There's a big difference between the two. And it's basically, I mean, it's really like, it is a pyramid scheme. Like, I wouldn't say scheme. It's a pyramid structure, like literally. And that's not really something I want to be involved in. But I mean, maybe, I mean, some people get money off doing it. I'm not saying you can't make money doing it. Do I think it's the easiest or the best way to make money doing it? Nah, I don't think so. But that's just me. Yeah, what the fuck do I know? Favorite shoulder exercise? Freestanding handstand push-ups. Do I take creatine? Yep. Will YouTube try to close your account by showing a knife? Nah, man. There's a lot of fucking knife videos. There's fucking gun videos on YouTube, bro. It's good. It's like I subscribe to a guy who's got over 1 million followers, man. All he does is review new guns. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to show my gun. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different. I mean, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, yeah, it's fine. You know. So I'm allowed to have this in my home. I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't out in the streets. I didn't put it to someone's neck. How are you and White Boy Brian such close friends? You know, we met when we were both when I was modeling. We both had job. We stand outside the Abercrombie store. We look at those guys outside the Abercrombie store, and that's how we became cool. And then Prada asked us to work there. And we were like in front of the Prada store being fake security guards, and we just there hours a day, and we just became friends. Fuck time is it? All right, play your guitar now. I don't feel like playing it right now. I actually haven't practiced in a fucking while, man. Like I'm a little rusty. What type of business do you have? I do some So anyway, here's the thing. I am involved in a number of business right now. I do some like investings in some other ones. Some I'm just an investor. Others I actually run, and I do some what's it called? Like internet marketing stuff. You know, for the most part. That's what I do. Online. Okay. Hey BBC, you were into online businesses. Can you explain why you prefer them over brick and mortar businesses? What's the benefits of both? Well, brick and mortar business is like, first of all, just more overhead. For the first part, it's just more overhead. It costs more to set it up and to run it. All right. And then, man, then it's like you got to have employees. Somebody's have to run it, or you have to run it. And that's just a pain in the fucking ass. Like the internet business, it's like it's up. It's just up perpetually. It doesn't have opening and closing hours. It's always up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just right there. That's an advantage. Plus, a lot of commerce is just done online. And if you know what you're doing, you can. It's just easy. It's just okay. It's not easier, but for me, it's more convenient. Some people enjoy having a brick and mortar business. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people who own coffee shops. I know people who own gyms. Or my boy owns a restaurant. My other boy, he owned a moving company. He just sold he came up. He sold some of part of his moving company came up. And it was a $3 million move. It was a $3 million business. Like that's what they did annually. And he had a partner and he sold his portion. He came up. But it was a fucking pain in the ass. He had to manage employees. You have to be more of a manager. I mean, the biggest thing is like you don't need employees. I guess that'd be I don't need employees. Like anything I need to handle, I outsource to companies that do that. That makes sense. So I don't need employees. I still pay people to do stuff, but they're not employees, not people I have to manage. And that's the biggest advantage for me. So it's not easy, it's just more convenient for me. It might not be the same for you. You might not have the same experience. How was your last cheat day to like do a video on? Yeah, I'm gonna do I got I filmed two Dana like two I have two full day eating videos on deck. They're on their way. So yeah. One thing you wish you knew when you were younger, I used to think that some people were just fucking lucky, or they're just born with like certain talents or attributes or gifts. And then I realized that the people who are really good at shit work really hard at shit. That's what I realized when I got older. And I wish I would have known that when I was younger. I would have worked harder at some other things, you know, like the guys in the NBA, you fucking interview them, they fucking practice like crazy when they were like younger. You know, I mean, I'm sure they have certain gifts, certain physical attributes, but they also practice. But a lot of people have that. Like that's not uncommon. What is uncommon is working to the point where you're better than almost everyone else, and that's uncommon. You know what I'm saying? Kobe shoots 1,000 shots a day. He's not just good at basketball. Since he was a little kid, he shot over 1,000 shots a day. Stephen King writes for 4 hours a day, no matter what. He's not just good at writing. I mean, maybe it's something maybe something that he was predisposed being good at maybe, but a lot of people are good at shit, but that doesn't mean you'll be one of the best and most successful in the world. That comes from effort. And I just didn't know that when I was there. I thought that some people were just good at shit. Some people were lucky or they were cheating. And I know a lot of you guys think that too. You say, you read the comments, this guy's cheating, or he's just fucking big because he's black, or he's on roids, or all this other shit. Like, and that's true. It's effort, man. It's fucking effort. How do you do cardio and have muscle mass? I do HIIT cardio, high intensity interval training. And if you look at like sprinters, boxers, that's the kind of cardio they do. And that's and all of everybody who's all sprinters have great physiques. Motherfucking Olympic sprinters look like they can walk off the track and go win a physique competition. You know what I'm saying? How long are your typical workouts? Between 60 and 90 minutes. Best carbs in the morning, post-workout. I don't know what this thing is like. People think that you need to eat certain food at a certain time of day. I'll eat a motherfucking egg any time of day. I'll eat a fucking steak any time of day. Like, who told you that you had to eat pancakes in the morning, before noon? Eat that shit whenever you want. I'll eat bacon whenever I want to. I'll eat bacon at fucking midnight. I'll eat it at 12, noon. I'll eat it at 9 a.m. I eat it at 9 p.m. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Wrist injury. Should I go to the gym? I'm not qualified to give you medical advice, brother. What you want to do is you should, and someone else is asking about rotator cuff. Cool, they're right on rotator cuff, wrist, any injury. You should see a specialist, man. Like I had last time I had a bad injury, I saw somebody. The last injury was shin splints, but I was young. My shit don't really snap. But I was young and I didn't fuck around with it. I went and saw a pro. What do you recommend a skinny fat do? Cut first or build strength first? You should definitely be lifting. Listen, no matter what, you should be lifting weights. If you call yourself a fucking man, you need to be lifting weights or doing some sort of resistance training at least between 4 and 6 days a week. No matter what. There's no reason not to. Except for you can take a rest week every once in a while, but for the most part. But you, my skinny fat friend, should definitely be cutting first, though. I'm saying don't lift weights, but you should cut. You got extra body fat, man. You need to get rid of that shit. Thoughts on Eric Carnitine? I don't really know a lot of him. My man Fat is all about it. So, and he has all, he trains a lot of he coaches a lot of like bodybuilders and physique competitors, and they be winning. You know what I'm saying? So like, and he has all of them take it. There's a question I wanted to see. What famous celebrities have I met? I met a few, especially in New York, but I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm just gonna tell you one. I'm not really into name dropping, but this is kind of a funny story. So when me and White Boy Brian was working at the Prada store in Soho, I was in the back. They had me in the back at this one point, right? And we would switch. Pause. And so I'm in the back of the store, and I see this guy come up, man, this big ass dude. And I see this little fella next to him. He's got a hood on. And I'm like, what the fuck these dudes about to do? What are these dudes doing up in here, man? Like, the big dude looked tough. I'm like, and the little dude's like skinny. He's wearing a hoodie and Tim's. I'm like, that's not the kind of guy who goes into the Prada store to buy, everything in there is over $2,000. I'm like, what are these dudes about to do? So I open the door for him and let him in, and then open the door for him, let him in, and then I look and it's Kanye West in the hood. The other guy was his bodyguard, Kanye West. And I was like, oh shit, yo, what up, son? What up? What up, man? Yo, man. Hey, yo, man, I'm from Chicago, nigga. Southside. I was like, yo, man, yo, big fan. I seen the glow in the dark tour, man. That's my favorite shit. I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, man, all right, cool. all right, cool. I get it. I understand. Appreciate it. And like I was like a fucking 14-year-old girl at the Twilight premiere. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, whatever. Yeah, I was not ashamed to say I was happy. You know, I was somebody I look up to, man, from the shop, from where I'm from. It was a cool I was hyped to see him, man. That's what I'm trying to say. And I geeked out. I wasn't trying to be cool. I ain't got no chill. What's your opinion on teenagers working out, studying growth? That is a fucking myth. Lifting weights does not stunt your growth. There has never, ever been any study in all of human history that equates resistance training with linear growth. They have nothing to do with each other. They are two different processes. All right. They have nothing to do with each other. The only study I've ever seen on the topic was done by the American Association of Pediatrics, and they concluded that resistance training had no effect on the linear growth of children. Zero. I don't know where this shit comes from. I mean, there's a lot of myths out here that are pretty pervasive in our society. That's one of the myths. People think black cats are bad luck. That's a myth. Look at me, I got a black cat. Luckiest motherfucker out. Fucking trickle down economics. That's a myth. Every major religion. No, I'm just joking. But listen, it's not, your high school gym has a weight room. Use it. Listen, you don't have to believe me. You can ask your doctor. Like here's the thing, I thought this shit too. And I went, and when I was 16, I asked my doctor. I had to go see the doctor for some shit, you know. And he was like, yeah, he was like, nah, man, nah, who's telling you guys this? I mean, it has nothing. You're fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, just ask the doctor. He's gonna tell you that you're good. Just ask the doctor. Ask any medical professional. He's gonna say the same shit I just said. You don't have to fucking trust me. I'm just a fucking guy. I'm just a motherfucking dream killer. You know what I'm saying? Can teens use test boosters? You don't need it, man. Listen here. If there's one fucking demographic that doesn't need test boosters, it's fucking teens. Yo, bro, send me a highlight shirt. You know what? I think we're gonna put the red joints on sale maybe this week. So watch out for that on my Facebook, and maybe I'll do a video. I think we're gonna put the red highlight shirts on sale this week. I think. I'm not sure. You guys want them? If you want them, I'll do it. I'll do it if you want it. You know, I do whatever you guys want within reason. My metabolism is shit low. And I'm 16. What do you think about getting muscle mass? Should I bulk, cut? I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know if your metabolism is really low. Probably not. Here's the thing. You just need to cut. You need to cut. First cut, man, cut. I mean, still lift weights while you're cutting, though. Because you want to preserve some of the muscle you do have. You don't want to just be a skinny motherfucker. You know, you want to try to preserve the muscle you do have. So lift weights, cut. Hey, man. If you're overweight, cut. It's always cut first. Always cut first. Is grass-fed beef good for you? And do you eat that? Here's the thing about me, man. I don't do none of that yuppie shit. Like, I don't go out of my way to get grass-fed beef or organic food. Grass-fed is probably better, right? But if I ever die, it won't be because of some cows that ate corn. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't think that's gonna be the reason. I don't think that's gonna be the reason. I don't buy organic food. And the reason for this is twofold. It sounds better in theory than it is in practice, because the definition of organic has been so perverted by the food industry that it's basically meaningless, right? For what organic means is, if something says organic in the store, or let me see what that means. It doesn't mean what a lot of people think it means. The main thing, all it means is that it was grown without synthetic pesticides. But it still had pesticides, most likely, because you can use all the natural pesticides you want and still call it organic. But the thing is, some of these natural pesticides are just as carcinogenic as the unnatural pesticides, as the synthetic ones. It's what you was a good thing in theory has turned into exercise in semantics. So unless you like know the farmer, you know him and his last name, man, this fucking organic in the stores has been rendered meaningless. And if I ever die, it's not gonna be from no fucking pesticides. Believe that. It's probably gonna be from like a Decepticon or Cobra Commander or like Liam Neeson or like a pack of wolves or pack of tigers or a school of sharks, but it won't be from no pesticides. I assure you. What do you do? What do you think of calisthenics training over weights? I mean, like I like to mix it both. I don't know why you guys are so eager to pledge your allegiance to one form of fitness. You know what I'm saying? I do calisthenics, I do cardio, I use weights, I do yoga sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like plyometrics, I'll run, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I just do slow cardio, I'll just walk for an hour. Like why I don't understand why you guys are so eager to pledge your allegiance to one form. You don't need to be, it doesn't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Why would you deliberately place any kind of limitations on yourself, man? Self-imposed limitations are for suckers, man. You can do whatever you want to do. What landing page service do you use? You know what, man? Like, I'm not into that shit. Like I used to do. All right, I know what you're talking about. I used to do use shit like that, and I used HTML to do my own landing pages when I did that, and I would use Aweber for lead collection. But I got so many fucking leads that it became just so expensive, man. And like now I don't even. You don't even need to do that shit no more. Like I mean, here's the thing. I don't think that shit works like that anymore. Like these marketing companies will tell you that shit still works, but I think that's fading. Like because people are ignoring more emails than they're clicking on. And even like with the new updates of Google, the new Google update, I mean, the new Gmail update, like there's a fucking section for promotion. This is, it's inbox, social, and promotion. I never, ever look at the fucking promotion ones or the fucking social ones. And I'm so glad they found a way to filter that, an algorithm. And if you're an Android, but if you have an iPhone, it doesn't get segmented like that, right? But unless you get the Google app, I think they have a Gmail app. But if you have an Android phone, that shit just happens. So I never see the promotion thing. So I don't think it's that effective anymore. I think marketers are gonna have to find new ways of either lead. It's not lead generation that's a problem. It's gonna be like the effectiveness of that process. I think that time is gone. I think you're gonna find new shit. That time is gone. What are the best books on nutrition you've read? I like Why We Get Fat. Uh, I'm just kind of looking around now. Ultimate Cuts. That joint goes hard. The author really did a good job putting a lot of information into a small book. Uh, Damn, I can't even think off the head. This was the time part of the Q&A where I start fucking getting loopy. Can you play some guitar? No, not right now, but you can. Listen, I got plenty of you type in Brandon Carter acoustic guitar on YouTube. You'll see me fucking crushing it. Fucking badass with that guitar. Some fucking some Martin. Martin, I'm the man. What are your sources of income? Man, fucking business, man. I own run some business. What I want to get into internet marketing. What should I do? Where should I start? Here's the thing, man. Like most people say, yeah, I want to get into internet marketing. They're doing it because they think it's an easy way to make money. But it's not. It's not. Nothing worth doing is easy, man. It's fucking not easy. It's not fucking easy. And nothing worth doing is easy. Kids say, oh, I want to start a YouTube page. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then when they find out it's hard, wait a minute, this shit is hard? I don't want to do this shit. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't want to do this shit. But nothing's easy. Nothing is fucking easy. That's the thing. And it's not. So just don't get into it thinking it's easy or just easy. You can just sit back, watch the money come in. Because it doesn't work like that. It's not like that. It's kind of like this shit, like, you know, like most people who buy, most books don't get read. 80% of people don't read past the first chapter of a book they buy. I guarantee you almost everybody who buys like P90X doesn't do it. Because once they think, yeah, man, I'm gonna fucking get ripped like these guys and shit. And then they put this shit in and they're like, yo, wait a minute, this shit is fucking hard. And they're doing it. Like once you find out it's fucking hard, you're not gonna do it. So just go into it knowing if you're gonna do it, that's the first thing. You just know it's gonna be hard. I'm asking the question for about 1 hour now. Bruh, you see how fast these fucking comments are going. I'm doing the best I can, man. Listen, here's the thing about a Q&A, live Q&A with almost 300 people. There is no fucking way I'm going to get to everybody's question. I guarantee you I won't get to everyone's question. I won't even come close. I'm doing the best I can, but you see how many questions there are. You can see it right there, bro. Now, here's the thing. I finally saw a comment from you, and it wasn't a question. It was a comment about questions. Now you squandered the opportunity. If that was a question, I would have answered that. There's no, listen, I don't know what you guys think, but like, I'm just not going to be able to, listen, we'd have to do this all day. We'd have to stop taking questions now. And I'd have to go through all the questions that were already asked. And then it'd be like 24 hours. Does jacking off ruin your games? Man, if it did, I wouldn't have no games. How do you get a knot out of your shoulder? You can do like some kind of massage or something, or like tennis ball, rub it on there or something. Like I don't really give massages because I don't like people touching me. Motherfuckers put their hands on me, it's gonna be a problem. Can you touch your nose? Look here, man. This ain't the kind of, listen, you got it confused. It's I know when you usually watch these like webcam videos, you can like type shit and the person on the other end would do whatever you say physically, but this ain't that kind of this ain't that kind of shit you gotta confuse, bro. What's the difference between creatine, pre-workout, and BCAAs? I mean, yeah, it's just different. I mean, yeah, that's too basic of a question for me to answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just too basic of a question. That's like, what's the difference between it's just too basic of a question. Like, you need to start from the you need to start from the beginning. You need to start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're totally different things. Like, the difference is they're totally fucking different things. I mean, pre-workout may have creatine and BCAAs in it, but it's too basic for me to get into right now. It's like, what's the difference between cats and dogs? You know, like. What are passive income suggestions? I mean, start a business that can be passive income. I mean, like, here's the thing: passive income is not easy. Like you're trying to get, like, it's not an easy thing. It's gonna take It's gonna take work to set it up. You know what I'm saying? And it might take work to maintain it, so it won't be so passive. I mean, a good way is like invest in someone else's business. There you go, right there. Like somebody else has a business, and you invest in it, give them the money for them to start it. That's the easy way. Now that money, and y'all work out some kind of plan. Either you're going to get equity or you're going to get revenue from the, either going to get revenue for the business or equity in the business. Whatever, that's up to you. Your negotiating skills. But that's like the bet, probably the easiest thing to get. That way, somebody's doing all the work for you, and you've actually added value by helping, by giving them the means to accomplish their dream. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win, and hopefully they're providing a product or service that someone else needs, so the customer benefits from it too. So now you got a win-win-win. That's the win trifecta. It's the win trifecta. Can teens eat whatever they want since they're still growing and training? And I mean, listen, you can eat whatever you want if you can eat whatever you want, right? Like if it works for you, then keep it up. If it's not working for you, then you got to make an adjustment. So I'm sure some teens can and some can't. I'm sure some adults can and some can't. You know, it's like it's going to be real. There's too many teens on planet Earth for me to give a blanket statement saying that all teens can do this, you know, because I'm sure a lot can't, you know, like, and I'm sure there's varying degrees between can and can't, you know, like it's some, you know. Best business books. I got this joint here. Creativity Inc. is by the CEO of Pixar. And the Time magazine said this was the best business book ever written. It seemed kind of hyperbolic, but you know, whatever. The Everything Store, Jeff Bezos gang. How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's not a business book, but like you listen. Any kind of business is going to involve people. You know what I'm saying? You need to know how to deal with those, whether it's a customer or employees or employers, whatever it is. There's going to be people involved. The E-Myth. The E-Myth. That's, you gotta read that. You gotta read the E-Myth. Listen, you gotta read the E-Myth if you're gonna open a business. If you want to start a business and you have not read the e-book, E-Myth, you all fucked up in the game. 4-Hour Workweek is actually a good book. You know, like I know a lot of people like to shit on Tim Ferriss, but like there's like good information in there, you know. And here's the thing, he didn't say it like you all you gotta do is get 4 hours, is work 4 hours and you're good. It's not. No, I mean, what he was going was saying. Well, okay, he did allude to that. That was part of the marketing, right? So that's the problem with him. His marketing is better than his content, but his content is still good, right? So it was about the 4-hour work was about getting 24. It was about getting 40 hours of work done in 4 hours. So and you can work as much as you want, just get more out of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's a good book. Give me an answer. I've been asking for 2 weeks. I read Ultimate Cuts. Good, that's a good decision. But I'm still confused. I'm 15, 16% body fat, 116 pounds. I have a belly. What should I do? Certain carb intakes? Look, I mean, yo, if you read Ultimate Cuts, it's fucking right there, bro. It's right there. I mean, it's right there. Like I literally spelled it out in plain English. Multiple methods you can use, man. Like if you have a belly, people always say, I'm this age, I'm that age. You know, it doesn't fucking matter. You're a human being, and the fucking biology is still gonna apply. You know, it might work better for some people, but you know, it's not. I don't give a fuck about how old you are. You know what I'm saying? Biology, human biology is still applicable. And if you're burning more, listen. All you need to know, you don't have to read any books. You don't have to read no more books. You don't have to ask no more questions. All you need to know is that if you burn more calories than you consume, you will lose fat. That's it. That's it. That's it. And everything else is just, I mean, insulin plays a role, you know, your hormones play a role, but that's the very basics. If you are burning more calories than you consume, you will lose fat, and it works for all human beings, regardless of age, income, race, or socioeconomic status, intelligence levels. Burn more calories than you consume. That's all you gotta do, bro. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And in that book, I gave you various methods on how to do that. I ain't trying to shit on you, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I just got a little frustrated right now, but that's because I've been saying this shit for fucking years. But I love you, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. If I was you, this is what I do every time I'm trying to cut it. I don't have to count calories and that shit. All I do is just, all I eat is meat and green leafy vegetables exclusively. And the only time I eat carbohydrates, any carbohydrates, is after resistance training. And I fucking cut up every time. Everybody, I've never put someone on that diet and they not cut up. And it works because you'll basically be in a caloric deficit without even having to think about it, you know, with that diet, because that food is not as calorically dense. And your insulin levels will stay low all day, and it won't be spiked post-workout. And that's the when you need it. But when I need fucking carbs for energy? No. For energy, I need carbs for energy for the workout. Shut the fuck up. You want carbs for energy for the workout. But here's the thing. If you have carbs before the workout, your body will run off glycogen. That's what the energy is. Your body will run off the glycogen from the food. The body will convert the food to glycogen, your insulin levels will rise, and your body will run off glycogen. But if you don't eat carbs before the workout, your body will run off its fat reserves. That's why your fat reserves are there. That is the point of it. That is the reason mammals evolved to store fat. It's an energy source during times when calories are in short supply. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. But here's the thing: if we're gonna try it, if we kill the fucking buffalo, we'd have to eat that whole fucking buffalo. Even if we were full, we'd have to eat that whole fucking buffalo, right? Because we don't know when this time we're gonna get a buffalo, right? So all that excess that we digest, our bodies would store that, the extra calories, the extra, as energy for later. And the body does that by fat, like storing it as fat. So that's why we can only kill buffalo every once in a while and still live, because we storing the energy for later. It's fucking, you know, calories in, calories out, bro. How many push-ups can you do in a row? I would get tired of counting before I got to that number. Do you think to write a book and get it published worldwide? Man, that's not really my, I mean, maybe one day, but like they'd have to really come to me, man. Like I'm in a position where I don't be like, yo, pick me. Like I'm not gonna go like pitch myself to fucking publishers, because I don't need to do that shit. I could put a book out right now. I could drop a fucking secret book, like, you know, Kendrick Lamar dropped a secret album, and it would do well because I already got a base, man. I got fucking 600,000 Facebook likes. I got 250,000 YouTube subscribers. Like I can reach people on my own. So I don't really need them publishers. The only advantage is they would have give me distribution to put the books in fucking retail stores. That's the only advantage. And it's just like, is that an advantage? Like, I buy almost all my books off Amazon, and a lot of people do. I mean, so like, I don't know. If you can get it on Amazon, nobody's gonna be like, oh, I only buy my books from the fucking bookstore. No, if it's a book you want, it's only on Amazon, you'll buy it. I put a book on Amazon tomorrow if I wanted to, if I had it written. So like I don't know if I need that, and I definitely not gonna go, hey guys, please publish my book. Fuck, I don't need you. Fucking need you. Now if they came at me talking about, hey man, I got you, look here, we got this advance, we're gonna give you this fucking 6-figure advance, that's a different story. What would you major in college if you started working out again? If you started again, I'll probably major in economics. Best advice for skinny guy to gain muscle. Look, I'm not being a dick right now. This is the best advice. Read Ultimate Mass. Like I laid everything down. I spent months writing that shit, and it's like just more information that I can give you here. You know what I'm saying? Lift heavy weights and eat as much as you can. You know, if you're really skinny. But read Ultimate Mass, and it gives you like. I mean, honestly, I'm not being a dick. That is the best advice I can give you. What do you think of stocks? You make more money doing that. Like I'm not into the stock market, man. Be honest with you. Like that's just not I'm not into it, you know. I was reading that Tony Robbins book, he makes some cool points. And I've read about it about stocks and I've read books about like Peter Lynch and other and Warren Buffett and like people who are into stocks and it's just not the game I really want to play right now. Maybe I'll do some like if I do it, it's gonna be like some sort of mutual fund or index fund. It's not gonna be me like running around picking stocks just because it has a real casino type feel to me, man. It's like, and it's I don't know. That's not something I'm gonna be doing for me, but that's just me, man. What do I know? How much should you wait between meals to eat? Again, it depends on your goals and what you're trying to accomplish and how hungry you are and how many calories you need for the day. It's not really about the number of meals. It's about your I mean, I guess it's about the macros. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're counting macros or if you're using a portion size system, whichever you either want to hit your macros or hit your portions for the day. Like it's not about the meals or the time between them. How much cardio is enough? Is it too much cardio? It's hard for me to answer that question because I don't know what your goals are. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to gain muscle, then you want to keep it to a minimum. But I still say do cardio while you're bulking because you want to keep your conditioning up. You know what I'm saying? Like conditioning actually helps you lift weights, right? Because if you haven't caught your breath and it's time for you to hit your next set, then you're just not gonna be as effective. And your heart's your most important muscle. So you just always want to keep your conditioning up. I know you've been asking for an hour what's the best nutritional book, and I fucking answered it. I said I didn't know. I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell at you, but you fucking typing in all caps, man. I fucking said I don't know. I said I answered that fucking question, and I said I don't know. Why We Get Fat is really good. There's another book called Good Calories, Bad Calories by the same guy who wrote Why We Get Fat. Fucking I don't know. Grain Brain is good. I got it right here. I'm just like kind of looking around, like, yeah, man, like those are good. Ultimate Cuts. I think I said, yeah, I remember because I said the joke. Ultimate Cuts. That's a good book. And I was like, Joe, the author is real good. I fucking answered your question, bro. An hour ago. Like I know you've been asking for an hour. I answered that shit an hour ago. You ain't been listening for an hour. Sorry for yelling, man. I love you, man. I love you, man. I'm sorry for yelling, but it's tough love. It's tough love. I answered the question. How to find close friends? I ain't got a lot of close friends, man. Fuck these guys, man. Fuck these people, man. I don't mean that like, cause most motherfuckers are dumbasses, and it's like here's the thing. You don't even need a lot of close friends. The 5 people you're closest to. There's a lot of studies on this. You're gonna be the average of them, and they've done studies where they take people and they like they'll take somebody and he'll say who his 5 closest friends are, and what they'll do they'll interview those 5 close friends and they'll find out that he has a lot of common with all those 5 people, right? And more more importantly, his income is the ad was all everyone he said his income was the average of his 5 closest friends. So you become like the people that you hang around. So like it's actually kind of hard for me to keep high friends because I'm hard on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers gotta adhere to certain standards to be friends with me. If you being a bitch, if I see you doing any bitch ass shit, I'm gonna call you the fuck out. I'm not a fucking yes man friend. I'm not the friend who's gonna let you do bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people in my circle who are yes men are gonna let me do bitch shit. Like I took in the video how to stop being a little bitch. I took my homegirl Jasmine. She said, "Yo, stop being a little bitch." And I want that. I want to be checked when I fall off. And I do that to all my friends. Like so, and what happens is you can't be. A lot of people don't want that. They don't want to be called out on their bullshit. So fuck them. I mean, we can't be friends. We can't be friends because you gotta either if you're gonna be friends with me, you gotta either not do bull. You gotta not do bullshit. You think because I don't want to become like that motherfucker. You gotta be about your motherfucking paper. You gotta be not. You gotta be a good person. If I catch motherfuckers lying, I fucking spaz out. If I catch or doing anything, any fucking habits that I don't want to to inherit from them. You know what I'm saying? I call them out. Look, you can't be behaving like that. You got to get that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's hard, man. Not everybody wants to hear that shit. I'm hard on them. It's like it's hard to be friends with me, and I know that, and that's the way I fucking like it, because I don't want to be friends with everybody, because most motherfuckers are bitch asses. Most motherfuckers I know are not disciplined at all. They're always whining and complaining. They have a victim mentality. All my friends have to be fucking go-getters. They gotta go accomplish something. We gotta be fucking winners, not whiners. We gotta be victors, not victors, not victims. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be fucking. I only fucking kick it with champions. And anybody who's complaining about their life and not doing it or not fucking going hard, it can't be around me. Uh, man, what time is it? Oh man, this shit is over. This shit is over. What's your favorite muscle? My heart. My heart's my favorite muscle. No, but like yeah, it is because if I can like I like being in good condition. I like being able to do shit. Um, what exercise you do when you're skinny? I mean, exercise I did that got me bigger. I'm still like slim kind of. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got 18-inch arms, but that's not fucking. I don't think I'm big. Like I think I'm still slim. I'm like I'm not like a fucking bodybuilder like a guy, and I don't think I don't really want that. But anyway, the fuck was the question? I forget. Thoughts on Eminem? Yeah, he's not my favorite rapper, but I think he's the best to ever do it. Like as far as just putting words together, and like actually rhyme, like the technical art of it. I don't think anyone does it better than him. Has done it better than him, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Uh, favorite Eminem album? That joint with the one with Till I Collapse. That I think it was the Eminem show, but I might be wrong. But that's the best album, like by far. Have you ever been in a fist fight? Yeah, I've been in a bunch of them. That's why I started lifting weights, because I kept getting my ass beat, and I didn't want to fucking get my ass beat no more. I started lifting weights to fight better, for real. And then here's the thing: once I got bigger, stronger, people stopped fucking with me. I know I need to be in a fight. Motherfuckers are bitches, man. People are bitches. Most people are fucking bitches. Every time I think I'm about to get into a fight, the motherfucker backs down. Like I was in a restaurant and I was at the restaurant when I was a manager, and my homegirl Jasmine was the host at the time. And some dude called her a dirty cunt, you know what I'm saying? And I fucking got it. I fucking physically, he was getting all tough with her and everyone else, and he was drunk. And I fucking physically threw his bitch ass out the fucking restaurant on his fucking ass. He wasn't so fucking tough then. And what did he do? He went and fucking called the fucking police on me, man. And I had to fucking scoot out the back because I had a warrant at the time. But anyway, that's another story. And there's another time, man, like I heard I was on the fucking what's it, Columbus Circle stop in Manhattan, and there's like 2 levels. And I was at the lower level and I heard somebody help, help, help. And like the girl yelling help. Nobody, I was looking around and I just saw people standing around and I knew it was coming. So I ran upstairs. I ran up the fucking stairs. And it was this guy grabbing on this girl. She's yelling, hell, hell. And I ran up on him. I ran up on this motherfucker. And he's like, and he and he saw me coming and he fucking backed up. He backed up so far he like hit one of the poles, like one of those like structures, wall-like structures, you know what I'm saying? Like a column. And he fucking ran, and then she gets in front of me and says, oh, please don't hurt him, don't hurt him. I'm like, well, you just yelling help, bitch? What's the matter? You know what? I see why you was about to fuck her up. She's stupid as shit. My fault. My fault, fam. I shouldn't have got in your business. There's another time. Me and my girl, we just came from watching. We saw some fucking Tom Cruise movie, so I was all fucking hyped up off that shit. Like, and we crossed the street, and I hear help again. And I couldn't see because it was the SUV, and they were on the other side of the SUV. And I told her, I'll stay here. And I ran over there, and this dude, I was like, fuck, because this dude was big as fuck. Bigger than me, taller than me, bald head, tattoos everywhere. Like me, but like taller and like 20 more pounds of muscle. And he was grabbing the chick, and she had a baby in her hand. No bullshit. He's like, she's trying to get away. And he saw me. I ran up on him. What the fuck? I yelled some shit. And then he let her go, and then she ran and said, thank you, and then ran top speed. And then he backed up. He said, yo, she's fucking crazy, bro. She's crazy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know, I'm yelling shit. And he's like, and we don't get it. We kind of size each other up. I mean, we both kind of just probably didn't want to fight each other in reality. But I was big enough that he walked away, you know what I'm saying, the girl. And then he got in the fucking car and drive off. And then I looked around, there's mad motherfucking people around. Like, how come none of y'all motherfuckers help, man? Why I got a better burden of helping all these damsels in distress? What was the question? I forget what the question was. Oh yeah, but I haven't been in a fight in a long time because every time I think about to get a fight, the motherfucker backs down. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I gotta go, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Like I gotta go. I've been doing this shit for fucking over 2 hours. Yeah, man, I love y'all. Stop asking me about who ZYZZ is. I don't know that person. I'm sure he must be cool if all y'all like him. Me and George, we got some shit. He's about to do some shit. I'm about to do some shit. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all, man.